Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more My Next Life as a Villainess. Continuing Rosie's route, but not really, because we got our happy ending last time! Oh, and now we're gonna die a couple times, and then get a good ending. The good endings are always good. It's like hey, we got a good ending, and this is now before our best ending. That's the way they always fit. Like 3 weeks from now, like 3 weeks after our happy, like where you get the end, and then you're like, okay, but the 6 months after, you know what I mean? So we'll get our like in between where we have our little moment before he proposes months later. So it's okay. It's okay. But anyway, we're going to get our doom ends now. So we're starting here at our save file 1. We're in our first little enclave here. And I think, okay, 1 vote to protect Maria. This is the vote to rejoin the pirates. In conclusion, we have determined not to accept invitations from the pirates and to never join them. Any objections? None! You, okay. And, oh, right, because this is when we were, like, sick. And then we're hanging out here, and then Rosie's gonna come. Put his cold hands on her forehead. Or maybe he already did that. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, it's fun now knowing everything. Like, oh, right, because this is where the little drunk boy tries to, like, I cannot believe that little blonde pirate's little brunette twin is... Anyway, we say, is he avoiding me? Wait, but just now... I'm still confused, but I don't have time to think about it as Rosie pushes me into the infirmary. Rosie, you can push me around as much as you want. I know you won't because you're too sweet and kind. Look at you with your sweet floppy hair. Unlike Katarina. Also, don't leave the room alone anymore. The door closes and I stand there confused. Why did he brush me off just now? Wait, how was Rosie able to walk freely around the ship? And that's when we realized that he may be a pirate. Okay. And then we're hungry. And then we remember the boy in the tree with the gummies. I don't know how we're going to get dead end. But this is Katarina Doom End 1. So. Not sure how much... This one that we have you can skip automatically. I don't remember. I don't remember if this is one of them or not. It's just sometimes when it does it, all of a sudden you're like, where the fuck were we? Like, and you don't know where you are, you know what I mean? So sometimes skipping makes it's like, oh, okay, right. Not if we have to go through the entire game. But I don't think we have any more choices. So we're gonna comfortable cap. Oh, look at you. Oh, Silva. I love your little pirate eye patch, but also ridiculously hot without the eye patch. Anyway, after Silva leaves, we fill each other in on what's happened since our separation. Okay. In other words, we tell them that Rosie could be a pirate. I see. So that's what has Katarina looking down. Do I really look that way? I thought I was acting the same as ever, so I tilt my head to the side in confusion. Keith simply sighs. Well, that's how we found out that Quidian engineer has deceived us. If he approached his sister with bad intentions from the start. Oh, if he approached sister with bad intentions from the start. Sorry. But wait, I don't think that he hid his allegiance to the pirates. That alone is unforgivable. Keith, you just hate him because you know I'm in love with him and not you. God, why are you so... I'm kidding. I really wanted to rag on Keith somewhere and be like, God, why are you being such a bitch in this route? Why are you making me hate you, Keith? I don't hate Keith. I love Keith. But it is surprising to hear Rosie's working with the pirates, but it's also surprising to see Keith so emotional. Sister's expression when she saw him. If you were there, you'd understand how I feel. Which I think that's sweet and also douchey. Not douchey, but you know what I mean? Like, that's sweet because it's like, I saw how upset she looked, and that made me mad. Like, that's adorable. Thank you. That's sweet of you. But there's also a little bit of jealousy underneath. Like, I saw that she was sad, and obviously she's in love with him and not me. And, like, you know there's a little twinge of that jealous in there, too. It's not just, she's upset about this, and it hurt her, so it hurts me to see her upset like that. which is just noble and beautiful, and Keith, I love you for it. But you're also like, I'll kill him because he's trying to take her away, and she's obviously in love with him. There's a little bit of that under there, and I'm going to slap you. And then I'm going to hug you and pat you on the head because, like, the real underlying emotion is you just want to protect my feelings, which is adorable. You know. A little bit of jealousy, just a tiny little sprinkle on the top. But still, enough to get a little smack. And then a hug and a pet. A long hug and pet. Don't get me wrong. Well, it was definitely a shock. Even so, I don't feel like my reaction was as extreme as Keith is making it out to be. Considering that Rosie's a pirate, there's a possibility becoming friends with him will lead to my doom end. I thought Rosie was a good guy, but this could be my doom. Doubting him absolutely will be. Yeah. We become friends, and I joined the pirates, and before I realize I'm a villainess! That could definitely happen! That's not how it's gonna happen. Okay, I have to get it together. I hear a knocking, and the door opens. A moment later, delicious smells waft through the air. Is that the smell of food? I turn around to find someone unexpected with a trolley heaping with food. Hi, Katarina. Rosie? Oh. Sorry if I surprised you, but there's something I need to talk to you about. Rosie pushes the food trolley over the threshold to the room. That was like a Keith interjection eyes if you didn't see it. Like the little anime, or the anime, obviously. But like the little comic, the little sheet cut in that we loved so much, but it was Keith. So I feel like Keith is gonna do something that's gonna get us killed right now. Or Jordo and Keith. Both Keith, Jordo, and the others rushed before him, blocking his path. Poor Rosie. You won't allow it. Your presence is not good for Sister's mental health. Yes, that's right. Now that we know you're a pirate, I won't allow you anywhere near Katarina. If Katarina doesn't want to see me, I'll go. Rosie stares straight at me. His clear eyes tell me that he's not doing this out of calculated self-interest. This is funny because this is the same. We've read this. We're very similar. So sorry, Rosie, but joining up with the pirates will cause my doom end. No! No! This is what causes your doom end! I hate this! It would have been better if we would have knocked off a boat instead of rejecting Rosie. That's worse than us dying! And now we're gonna reject him and then die! Ugh! We deserve it! We deserve a doom end for rejecting him! Ugh! I hate this. I inch away and tightly grasp Maria's hand. Huh? Katerina! I won't become friends with pirates that do terrible things to Maria. So don't lead me to my doom, please. Oh, this is your doom. See, choosing your friends over a hot guy will always lead to your doom. Is that what we're supposed to learn from this? Because I feel like that's a bad lesson. Pose before bros. Clearly. What they're trying to teach us, and I just don't think that that's right. Looking away, I pray with intent. I then hear a small sigh. I'm sorry, Katarina. Rosie leaves the cart with all the food by the door and departs. Spacey's heart broke into a million pieces this day. I feel guilty, but I sigh in relief. Oh, you don't know what you did. Phew. Things will be okay, I hope. It must have been serious for Katarina to react like that. Yes, it would be best if we remain vigilant. The atmosphere is gloomy, but we still start to eat. How are we gonna die? This is interesting. And then, keeping our distance from the pirates, we have strategy meetings as we pass the time. Until one day the ship explodes. Ah. Whoa! Okay. So, the explosion, but we weren't helping them, so okay. What happened? Hearing the loud explosion, I rush out into the hallway. The guard turns to me with a look of surprise. You lot, don't leave the ah! Huh? Oh, right, because Frederick's on the loose. A knife slices through the air, stabbing him in the back. Guard slumps over. What's going on? More explosions happen, one after another, and the ceiling above me comes crashing down. And then I die. Huh? And so the villainous Katarina met her doom, crushed by the ceiling. Or so I thought, but at that moment, Katarina! Rosie leaps from the shadows and knocks me away. I avoid the debris, but... Rosie! Rosie's stuck beneath a heavy pile of debris. Oh no, this is worse! This is worse. We rejected him and now he died trying to save us. No! My goodness. Katarina, he was able to protect you. Rosie, no! Why? What do I do? Rosie's hurt. That's right, Maria! Maria, come quick! It's Rosie! Katarina! Huh? When I look up, someone's dragging Maria away. Everyone else lies unconscious on the ground. A sickly sweet smell lingers in the air. Maria! Everyone! Rosie! The moment I breathe in that strange scent, my vision starts to blur. Oh, no. I have to hurry and help Rosie. I shouldn't have breathed in. I cover my mouth with a handkerchief and focus on finding a way to save Rosie, but all I can do is tightly hold his hand. Just wait. I'll help you right now. I'm sorry. Rena, I can't. Say that, Rosie. Help is on the way. I'm sorry. I couldn't protect you till the end. Please, get away with Silva. Rosie loses consciousness and goes limp. Rosie? My vision blurs even more as I try to shake Rosie awake. This is so much worse. I hate this. But his eyes are closed, his body motionless. Oh, Rosie's gone. I begin to shiver as tears overflow. Such a good person. He really cared so much about me. If only I'd realized. I should never have kept away from Rosie just because I was afraid of some doom end. Yeah, because you sentenced him to doom. This is not a Katarina doom end. This is a Rosie doom end. It's all too late for regrets. Another explosion. The ship tips and my consciousness fades. I sink into the sea together with Rosie. Oh good, we died too! Well, that makes it better. Whoever thought I'd say that? I mean, not surprisingly. Drowning in regret. Well, no, duh, we drowned. Jizzles. So yeah, that was a fun time. Honestly, okay, here's the thing. So as that's happening, no, don't reject him! And then she's afraid of a doom end. That's how you get a doom end! And then we're rejecting him, and then he dies, and it's so tragic and sad, and it was like, oh, my heart, and then she died too, and I was like, oh, okay, no, seriously, that makes it all better. I'm not gonna lie, it made it so much better. Because, like, if we made a choice that pushed Rosie to his doom, we don't deserve any better than to die with him. I mean, to be fair, we should have to suffer and live a life of regret and guilt without him and wallow in our anguish. That would serve us right. But since we don't have to do that and I died with him, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I feel better about it. Listen, we know how I like bad ends. If it's a bad end, I want to die tragically and awfully because I don't want to have to live without my love interest but that's what, those are the worst bad ends. It's like that point, no, Rosie died and what am I going to do? And then I have to live without him and all the regrets and pain inside of me. I don't like that. If it's like I die, it's like, oh, well, that sucks, but whatevs, I'm dead. I don't have to live with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, look at the bright side. I don't have to live with my regrets, guilt, and pain if I'm the one that dies. Or if we both die, cool. But if they die and I'm still alive, I gotta live with all the... You know what I mean? I'm just saying. So good. Okay. That turned it around and made it a little better. Anyway. Rosie and Jordo and the Pirates too. Okay. So... All right. This one we also had 3 different choices. Oh! Interesting. Escape now. We're in save file 2, right? Yeah, escape now. Now's our chance to get away from Set. All their attention's on Rosie right now. I turn to Mary and the others, and this is where Set shoots us. Mary, Maria, Sophia, let's run! Right! I call their names and we run towards the forest. We run and run. As far from set as possible. Okay, we're gonna get lost in the forest and no one's ever gonna find us. Lady Katarina, stop! Lady Katarina! Huh? I come to my senses just in time to notice the ground vanish beneath my feet, and so... I've pretty much jumped right off a cliff. Ah! I'm so stupid! I can hear Mary and Maria screaming as I fall. As my consciousness fades, I can almost hear the voices of my family in my last life chiding me for being such an idiot. Over the edge. Okay. I gotta be honest, I think that might be one of my favorite bad endings ever. Because she's like, I'm such an idiot! Would she say, I'm so stupid? And then my family would chide me for being an idiot. And you know what? That's just kind of funny. Like, also, really? Really? I thought we were going to run away, we were going to get shot, and then Rosie, and it was going to be kind of like a tragic romantic, but no, we ran off a cliff. That was so stupid. You know what? I'm going to give you an F for effort on that one. Okay, I'll give you a C- game, because it was funny. So A for the funniness of that one, just like, I'm so stupid! And then my family calling me an idiot as I ran off a cliff, because legitimately, it's so fucking dumb. Funny. It's still stupid. But as far as like a bad ending goes, you're like, really? Really? You wasted writing effort for that? When it could have been like, you know, we tried to run and then Set shoots you and then whatever. Like, you know? But I guess, I mean, okay, the more I think about it, like, it is, like, I want to be mad about it, but I'm not as mad as I guess I feel like I should be. I feel like I should be very mad about that. Like, that is so fucking well, yeah, but actually the stupid makes it kind of funny. You know? Like... Like, on one hand, I really am like, seriously? You seriously wrote 4 lines for that? But, again, it was kind of funny. Like, stupid funny. I do wish if you were gonna have, like, a kind of a stupid bad end like that maybe there was also another one that was maybe, like, a little bit better. Well, we had the first one. That one was good. Like, you know what I mean? In the tragic sense, like, okay, there was something to it. This one is like, I ran off a cliff. I am dumb. Yep. Okay. But it does fit in with this scheme of the game, like, the game itself. You know what I mean? In any other game, if that were to happen, you'd be like, what? Like, huh? But this game is so quirky and fun and a little goofy, so I ran off a cliff like a dumbass. Yeah, no, fits. Very fitting, so can't be mad about it, I guess. Anyway, Rozzy sounds so dependable, even just hearing his words. I feel like I can breathe more easily, but right now we're just going to look to Rozzy instead of smiling at him. Interesting. Nodding at him is not one of the answers, doesn't do anything. I would have thought looking at Rozzy would have been the worst answer. Like, smiling at him, obviously the best, and we knew that. But then I would have thought nodding at him, like, yes, okay, trust you. But just looking at him is like, blank stare. Alright, well. Thank you, Rozzy. We still got love points for that, which is interesting. But I guess you don't get as many. So even though technically right now, for this save file, we've done every single best option. And this one is the second best. So instead of like 100 points, we got like 99. And that's the difference. You know, I don't know what the point values add up to, but... My voice fails me, but I look at Rozzy, trying to express my gratitude. Rozzy moves his hand from my forehead to my cheek. The blanketing touch of his hand is so calming that I find myself drifting away. Although that moment was beautiful, we just look at him. Okay, maybe we weren't blank stare, we were looking at him, batting our eyes. Looking at him endearingly, and he just stroked our cheek. How beautiful. How beautiful, actually. Okay. Alright, game, sure. Looking lovingly at him was better than just nodding at him. Alright, sure. Take it. Okay. I see what you did there. I wouldn't have guessed that just based on, like, what you gave me, you know, but... Alright, so anyway, now we're alive. Rozzy's gonna confess his love for us. Well, okay, all the rest of the chuckle fucks are here, so we'll wait for that. Hold on. Oh, get to look at our beautiful boy. Look at him. Oh, God. Precious. Oh. Albert really is kind of hot. But he doesn't compare to Rosie, which is odd. It's like, hot. He's a sexy motherfucker. And Rosie is just like adorably beautiful. Like he's got more of a sweet adorableness to him, but like I'm sold on it. Like you can't. Oh, and the kiss. Okay, now we're away. Oops. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. I can't click it fast enough. I gotta scream because like you can't. The volume is down very low, but like I think it was somewhere in one of these recently that got uploaded that already got flagged for copyright. Well, like demonetized. Like just basic. It's fine. It's not like it's like no, because there's a music in here or something, and I'm like, where? It's so low you can't even hear anything. But like YouTube picked it up, and I don't know if it was. I have no idea which part it is or whatever. So I was like, okay, I have the things down so low you can't hear the background sounds at all. But because even if it's any kind of background music, not even just the intro songs or the end credits songs, those like some of those are still copyrighted. So yeah. And every once in a while, if probably it's in a lull of conversation, if there's music in the background, which is weird because like when I leave up the CG at the end, I usually try to crank up the music a little bit so you have something to listen to for a few seconds, and that's always fine. Weird. It must just be if it's over a certain period, like a length. But I don't know how they would have heard a couple minutes worth of the music with how low it always is, where it barely registers. But like, listen, that's why you don't usually get to hear the background music or anything, because some of that is copyrighted, and like we're telling, like, oh, you never know when like fucking Idea Factory or Automata is gonna be like, fuck you, and then just all of a sudden banhammer and like delete my channel because like, I don't know. We're usually fine, but every once in a while it worries me. Anyway, a few days after the capture of the premiere of Quid. Listen, I am always the first one to sit here and tell you, buy the goddamn games and play them yourself before you come here and watch. I understand not everybody can buy every single game. But this is not just your outlet for just, you were like, I bought the game, I played the game, I want to see how you react to the game. Or, I bought 5 games, I can't afford the 6th one, so if you're going to want, that's cool, I get it. Okay? I get it. But like, you know. But that's why we also don't just like put up the game, skip through, and not say anything and provide commentary, because that is essentially like I'm letting, you know what I mean? Like that's a little weird. I'm at least adding something, like amazing voice acting. I think it's usually the voice acting that gets you. We only do that in one little part. Wow, Quidian bread is delicious too. Oh, we're back here. Wait, what? A few days later. Oh, we're only a few days. We haven't gone home yet. Good. Oh, we're going to have to say goodbye to him, aren't we? We get a CG. It's okay. Having made a full recovery, I'm now taking a sightseeing tour around the capital. Hopefully not with everybody else. With the incident resolved, we're taking advantage of our spring break to enjoy the last of our stay in the Kingdom of Quid. I went to a nearby bakery and bought some bread made with local vegetables. I scarf it down as we walk. Sister, I told you not to eat while walking. Of course we fucking brought Keith. I'm just going to tell you, if we had not done Keith's route before Rosie's route, if Rosie wasn't like to do him later, I think I would have had less enjoyment in Keith's route. Because Keith is such a pain in my motherfucking ass in this one. Why? Why are you testing my patience? Everyone else, he's been a little like, oh my god, rolling his eyes and like whatever at us, and it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. But there's something about you now that's just making me mad. Stop it, Keith. I love you, but you're pissing me off. I'm gonna disown you. I'm gonna unadopt you. I don't think that's how it works, but I'm gonna try. Like, oops. What's wrong with that? It's an insult to that bread if you don't eat it fresh. That's the rule. With her. Never heard of such a rule before. I'm just glad that Lady Katarina's feeling better now. At least Mary's got her back. For now. Until she realizes we're in love with Rosie, but whatever. Right? Lady Katarina, how are you feeling? Just fine. And that's good to hear. And tell us immediately if you start to feel exhausted. Thank you very much. I'm doing fine, but I wish I could have walked around with Rosie. Me too! The usual gang is here, but Rosie's not. He's busy with all the preparations for his official succession as Duke. Oh. Well, that's disappointing. A disappointing good ending. I love our gang, don't get me wrong, but like, I'm here for Rosie right now, not the rest of them. Now that the coup's been averted, Rosie can finally take his place as the Duke of Lindgren, right hand of the king. During this preparation stage, he's often summoned by the king and frequents the royal palace. We're staying at the Lindgren estate, but still, I never get to chat with Rosie because he's so busy. I depart tomorrow, so I wish we could at least talk a bit tonight. He's at the royal palace again this morning. If luck's against us, we may not even meet before I leave tomorrow. I think that would be terrible. Then I notice that Keith is missing. Huh? Where's Keith? You shouldn't have said anything. No offense, but I wouldn't have said anything. I would have been Keith missing. Huh. Oh well. Anyway, now I can eat my bread in peace. I look around and notice the others are gone too. I must have gotten separated while I was lost in thought. Oh, shit. He got lost. Okay. What was I supposed to do in times like this? Is it better if I stay in one place? Maybe I should just return to the estate. I stay where I am, continuing to munch when an unknown man approaches me. Hey, that looks good. Where did you buy that? Huh? I think it was the bakery down that street. Oh, sounds interesting. Mind if you showed me there? He forces his arm around my shoulder. It reminds me of being harassed by that creepy pirate. Oh, this might be bad. Keith will definitely yell at me for this. I love that, Keith. What the fuck? So some guy puts his arm around us, inappropriately touching me, and you're gonna blame it on me? Keith, you're the problem with society right now. Keith, what are you doing? Like, Keith is the... Well, what color underwear were you wearing? You were wearing red underwear. Obviously, you wanted to be assaulted. Excuse me, bitch! Nuh-uh, don't victim blame. Keith, what the fuck? You're supposed to be better than this. That's it. We're lighting Keith on fire. I love Keith, don't get me wrong. I really do love Keith, but for some reason, in Rosie's route, he is just such an ass. And like right now, her being like, oh, Keith's gonna blame me for fucking me being kidnapped by this guy. What the fuck did I do? You were eating bread. How does that equal, please drag me down a side alley? Like, it doesn't. It doesn't. Nothing I did here warrants this. Nothing. Keith, this is not my fault. Stop victim blaming. Don't make me hate you. Why is this game doing this to Keith? Who hated Keith so fucking much? Who in the world was like writing Rosie's route and being like, fuck Keith, man, and decide to put all this shit in here to make you really, really be like, fuck Keith? Because fuck Keith right now. Like, why? I don't like it. I do a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I love Keith, really, I did. We enjoyed his route. I love Keith, he's one of my favorites, but like, not compared to Rosie and Silva, they're my number ones. But then like Alan and Keith were like right under there, I really like them. But like, right now, like, I kind of enjoy the fact that the game is making me really want to kick him. And I don't know why. Like, I don't hate Keith. It's not like other games where we play with characters where you're like, no, I really fucking hate them and I want to light them on fire. Like, I loathe them, I hate them, I don't want to do that. No, I love Keith. I actually really just find it very amusing that the game is making me so mad at him right now. It's kind of funny. I'm having a good time with it, don't get me wrong. Anyway, I can already hear Keith lecturing me about daydreaming in public. In the next moment, someone grabs the man's hand. There's my precious. I have some business with her. Rosie! Who the hell are you? Lay a single finger on her and I'll make sure you'll never walk in this town again. Rosie's tone is sharp enough to cut and his grip on the man's arm is strong. He maintains his glare without wavering. Seeing Rosie's face, the man quickly goes pale. Now that I look proper, you're that Lindgren. Excuse me. The man runs off in a panic. After seeing him disappear, I breathe a sigh of relief. I'm saved. You're the sexiest motherfucker here. The only other better person to save me, the only other one I would accept is Silva. But that's his route. But like, damn. You're so sweet and adorable, and yet you will like literally beat a motherfucker down for touch, and I love it. I expect that Silva could beat the fuck out of somebody for touching me. I'm sure Rozzy could too, but you know what I mean? He seems the sweet, gentle type. You know, like he's sweet and adorable and a little inventor, but then he gets a little feisty when it comes to me, and I like it. I like it a lot. Goodness. What if she gets a bad impression of this kingdom and never wants to visit again? Well, that's true. You haven't asked me to marry you. Rosie mumbles to himself as he sighs. Oh, sweetie, I don't care if this... Listen, if everything we dealt with Set and all the other coup shit didn't turn me off of this town, a bunch of skeezy bastards hitting on me is certainly not going to turn me off, because you know what this town has aside from all of that garbage? You, sweet cheeks, and that's all I need. Just you. And a little bit of Silva on the side. We know that comes with the package deal, but you know, point stands. He then lightly dusts off my shoulder. Katarina, are you alright? Yes. You came to help me again. Thank you, Rozzy. I was just taking a look around town and I noticed you walking. I'm glad I made it in time. Where are Keith and the others? Did you come out to town alone? Well, about that. I got separated from everyone. Just kiss me right now. Oh, really? Well, then maybe Prince Jordo and the others are looking for you. I'll search for them with you. Huh? But aren't you working right now? I feel bad. I'll be fine alone. No, I won't. No, I won't. Don't say that. Be like, I'd feel bad if I took you away from work, but I really don't want you to leave. I miss you. Why, I just have no filter. See, I would say this shit. I'd be like, but I miss you. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I already know he adores me. It's fine. Surely I can find them if I go out into an open road. But then, I can't let you do that. Walking alone is dangerous. Besides, today's the last day. Huh? Today's the last day. So Rozzy was worried about that too. Frankly, I'd like to spend as much time with you as I can, Katarina. And I finished a good portion of my work, so how about it? Then, you don't mind? Rozzy smiles gently as he takes my hand. Look at it. Every time you get closer to me, I get weak. Thank God I'm not standing. I'd have fallen down. We hold hands as we walk around looking for Jordo and the others, and every time we see, isn't that just turns around? Nope, not him. It's too bad you have to head home already. There was so much more I was hoping to show you. I'm sorry. No, it's an important time for you, Rozzy, so it can't be helped. It's alright. I'll be back again. Arena. But Clyde and Sorcier are so far, and there are no direct ship routes either. Oh. Speaking of which, Jordo and the others said something similar at dinner yesterday. This hurts a little. I know what's gonna happen because we got the best. This is the good ending, which I feel like is good. I feel like the good endings lead into the best ones. You know what I mean? Like this is the couple days later and we're gonna leave and it's a little sad, but we know a couple months down the road he's gonna show up to be a diplomat and he's gonna propose to us and then we're gonna go off and live happily ever after. Okay? We know how it's gonna work. We know. So, but it still feels a little bittersweet. You're like, oh, it hurts that I'm going to have to leave you. I know it's coming down the road, but it still hurts. The business venture to deploy a major magic ship was intended as a means to develop a direct route between the nations. But with the vinculum in its damaged state, that would now be difficult. No other ships can withstand the journey. A return trip will require us to stop in many other countries first and will take a long period of time. Jesus, someone like Rozzy ought to invent planes. If only the repairs in the vinculum could be done sooner. Who knows how long it'll take. But I'll still come back to Quid again. This is the first nation I've been to outside of Sorcier, and you're going to go to other ones. Think about it. This is my first international trip to a foreign nation. I've grown attached to this place and see it as my second home. Soon gonna be your home. I want to know more about Quid, so I'll definitely be back. I want to spend more time checking out the Quidian veggies, too. I raise my free fist in the air. Rozzy giggles. I'm glad to hear you say that. Of course. Besides, I squeeze Rozzy's hand and look up at him. His emerald green eyes shine kindly. I want to see more of those eyes. Why, I want to see you again, Rozzy, so I'll definitely be back. Huh? Rosie's eyes open wide with surprise. After a momentary pause, I like that. I want to see you more. And he's like, huh? Dude, did we not kiss earlier? Like a day or two ago? You remember the kiss, right? I love you, so obviously I want to see more of you. Why are you shocked about this? You adorable little weirdo. CG. Yes, where is it? Oh, oh. Her. Oh! It is adorable. Look at his beautiful little face, and he's got his arms. Oh! Wrapped around her itty bitty non existent waist. Jesus. He hugs me. Oh. Thank you, Katerina. Rosie's voice is tender. The way his whisper tickles my ear makes my heart race. Just looking at him makes my heart race, so yeah. A gentle embrace, completely unlike the one we had when pretending to be lovers. Our feelings are much stronger now. Safe and snug in Rosie's arms, I realize that this is my happy place. It's almost like my happy place, too. I can't say it's my happy place, because living in Jun Fukuyama's voice is my happy place. Just listening to that man speak, that's my happy place. But as far as this game goes, this is my happy place as well. So I get it. Same. So like, I can't even say Spacey's happy place in My Next Life as a Villainess. But, you know, seriously, I know we're not Katerina. It'd be so much nicer if it was Spacey, and then I could actually self-insert here and just feel like he loves me and not her. But, like, whatever, we just gotta suffer and deal, okay? Feel a little bitter about it. But, you know, in the context of this world that we're living in this game, this is also my happy place, yes. In reality, my happy place is Jun Fukuyama's voice. We know this. I'm a whore for that man. Like, every time he talks, I want to die a little. Of joy. Not anything bad. I die a little. Because I just melt. Like a witch that has water thrown on her. I'll try to go see. No, I'll definitely come for you as soon as possible. He does. Come for me? I'm about to ask what he means by that, but then... There you are, sister. Huh? God damn it, Keith! Why do you have to cock block me? Why did it have to be you? Why couldn't it have been anyone else just I hope you enjoyed all of my yelling at Keith during this route, because I just find it so funny that they made Keith so irritating in this route. Oh my god. Seriously, Keith, you kiss blocked me and I'm mad at you. Hearing that voice, I quickly pushed myself away from Rosie and turned to the source. Everyone's here. I wouldn't have bothered. Oh, look at Keith. He's so mad because he can't be the one holding it. Well, you know what? It's because your damn attitude, Keith. Sister, I keep telling you to pay attention when walking so you don't get lost. I have no idea how you could get separated from us like that. Seeing everyone run towards us, I secretly glance over at Rosie. They all saw it, trust me. Look at Keith's face. Oh my goodness. It seems like they didn't notice. Right. It seems like they didn't notice. Pretty fucking sure they did. Because Keith saw us and the way he's looking away. They fucking noticed. They're just keeping their mouths shut because they're all jealous and they don't want to admit it. I have yet to tell everyone about my feelings for Rosie, so I'm a little relieved they didn't see us hug. I think they noticed. But I wanted to ask him what he meant by coming for me. For now, it will have to remain a mystery, but I know things will be okay because we're linked by our feelings. Anyway, I smell something good from that storefront over there. Can we check it out? Oh, well, that place is a candied nut shop. Candied nuts? The enchanting sound of the snack alone gets me excited. Rosie laughs heartily. Rather delicious. You want to try some? Yes? Huh? Sister, didn't you just have bread? There's always room for dessert. She ain't wrong. I point the way with a commanding finger, and we all head for the candied nut shop. I try the sweet snack immediately. When I look to my side, I catch Rosie watching me with a gentle smile. Even though I know it's only for today, I get to spend time with him. That makes me so happy. As the happiness fills my chest, I enjoy my day on the town. No, don't leave me. You're really gonna leave me. good. Now I want to cry just because Rosie's over. A beautiful, beautiful boy. God. And we have our last CG, which is this one, which is a perfect one to end it on. So, anyway, I love Rosie so fucking much. God, I love him so fucking much. Have I mentioned that I love this motherfucker? I can't. I cannot handle how much I love this bastard. He was fucking perfect. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go here. Okay, hold on. So, Atome Kitten's little Rosie with a hat is less than Rosie without hat. True. True. I love a man with flair, but yeah. Best boy. She ain't kidding. Those are her bullet points. Rosie's an engineer from the... Oh, that's a little thing about him. But then, oh no, I found him. He's the one. Yeah, no, I'm with you, girl. Because holy fucking shit. Because he's one of the new characters in the franchise, I initially expected him to be just another filler love interest, but good lord, I was completely blindsided. Didn't expect to totally brain rot over this character. I honestly didn't want this route to end and was even taking my time with it because I wanted a story to last longer. I wanted more of Rosie and more of his interactions with Katarina. I felt sad when the route ended. I need more! God damn it. She put GDI, but I'm pretty sure it's God damn it. But like, yeah, no. Everything about that, yes, exactly. Brain rot, you're killing me. Why do I love you so motherfucking much? Jesus. Listen. I like when we play games where we enjoy all the love interests and we're like, I like all the characters. They're all a lot of fun. I like more when there is one that is a standout that you were like, why are you doing this to me? It hurts me, don't get me wrong, because like my chest hurts. And like, and I feel a little sad that now the route is over, but you will live forever in my soul. Don't get me wrong, Rosie. You'll always be in the back of my brain. Forever. Okay? But like, I like when there's one that stands out. You're like, this one's my favorite. And then sometimes you're like, why? I don't even remember. I just remember brain rot done. I don't know. This one right here. Okay? You know? Again, I like it when you like all of them. It's always fun when you like all of them. I like a game where I'm like, every single love interest was pretty good. Even if there's some where you're like, okay, not my favorite because, lolly boys. Look at you, you're adorable. But I still enjoyed the route, love you as a character. Not as in love with you for myself as much in the brain, but like everybody else fills it out and was like, God damn, this is great, okay? But I really do love having that one standout character where you're like, this is what I like, nah. Yeah, it's more fun. I think it's more fun for you because you guys seem to like it when I fawn and swoon and get a little fucking psycho like this. You have fun with it. I hope you also, seriously, I really do hope you had fun with my wanting to stab Keith in this one because in all seriousness, like, yes, we play games where I'm like, I hate this motherfucker so much, okay? Where I hate characters and I get mad at them and they annoy me. And like, that's fun. Sure. I still want to stab them. But like, this one I find way more fun because I love Keith. Don't get me wrong. Like, I really do like Keith. We had a great time in his route. He's our brother. He gets points right there, right? But I love the fact that for a character I enjoy, and I'm like, I liked Keith's route. He was one of my favorite in the out of four basic ones, the four basics. Keith was one of the ones I was most intrigued by. We had a great time in his route. I really enjoyed it. Like, yeah, I have no problems with Keith. I love him a lot, And then he's so irritating in this one that I want to bitch slap him and punt him off a boat. Like, because he's irritating as fuck. And I just find it funny. Because it's not like, God, I hate you. It's like, why are you pissing me off? Like, I laugh every time he makes me mad because it's like, who the hell wrote Rosie's route and was like, let's make Keith an obnoxious pain in the ass? did you hate Keith? Is that they were like, I hate Keith, so I'm gonna make everyone hate him who plays Rossi's route too? Or were they like, no, it'll be fine. Like, I just I don't know. But like Jesus, he was way more naggy in this, I feel like, than he was in all the other routes, which is just funny. So I enjoyed him being a pain in my ass. It was a good time. Like, I had fun with it, don't get me wrong. And I still love Keith. But yeah, no, this beautiful bastard. God, I love him so much. He's so perfect. Perfect. Fucking perfect. Like, the only way you could make Rozzy more perfect than already perfect is by me getting to marry Rozzy and being the Duchess, which we know we're going to do. We got that in our best ending. But also, again, the Duke, the Duchess, and our boyfriend, Silva. That's it. Just make it a perfect little throuple. That would have been, that's it. That's all you had to do. Rozzy on his own as a standalone, perfect as it is. Just in general, for me, perfect would have been throuple route. Perfect. Just saying. But anyway, so that's our perfect precious prince, Duke. Rozzy, because he's not a prince. You know. God, I love him so fucking much. And next we get to do Silva's route, so that ought to be good. Now we know most of his secrets, so I'm very concerned. And I don't want to say I'm not concerned. I'm not confused. I'm very intrigued as to what the fuck is going to come out in his route, because I feel like Rozzy's was the main plot. You know what I mean? This had the most plot. Because like every little bit of shit that we had in all the other, except for Nichols' route, that was completely off the rails. So maybe Silva's is going to be completely off the rails like that and be like, okay, this is out of left field and follows nothing around everything else. But okay, it worked. Don't get me wrong, it worked. I enjoyed it, but it really did feel like it belonged to a different game. You're like, I'm not sure what fan disc they mixed up the routes, but okay, sure. You know what I mean? But everyone else had little bits and pieces, and Rozzy's kind of tied it all together, so what is Silva's really gonna do? You know what I mean? Because, like, usually they give you a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and Rozzy's gave you everything. So Silva's is gonna feel like backtracking almost, you know, like, oh, we got something out. Like, so I'm kind of, I guess I don't want to say confused, but I guess confused. Like, I just questioning, what are we possibly gonna have in his? And, like, it does feel like to me that like maybe Rozzy's right now, just what the information I have obviously is Rozzy's probably should have been the last route, but I don't think you could have had Silva's route before Rozzy, because you have to find out that Silva's not really a pirate and he works for Rozzy, so then you would have found out Rozzy was a duke, and that kind of would have spoiled the big reveal of Rozzy's route, which we already knew, to be fair, because they gave you enough hints. So it's not like it was really a surprise. But I feel like the actual legit reveal shouldn't have happened in anybody else's route but Rozzy. So you had to do Rozzy first to get that reveal. And then, you know, then do Silva. But then Silva's route is like, well, what the fuck's gonna... I don't know. You know what I mean? Well, we'll see what happens. But I do feel like this would have been a better route to end the game on. But again, you can't really do Silva and reveal that Rozzy is the Duke beforehand, because that kind of takes away from Rozzy's route a lot. So I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. So yeah, Silva's route will start tomorrow. Look at that. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.